Uh, let's continue with our topic, that is classification of matter under pure substance. So, when we talk about the pure substance, it is in the two forms, that is elements and compounds. Okay, we have categorized this pure substance in the two forms, that is elements and compound. As you can see, first, let me clear this thing that when I say it's a pure substance, that means it doesn't have any impurity. That means it is 100% only one element which we element of study. Okay, so pure substance are can be either element or compound, but when we say it's an element, it doesn't have any other thing with it. So example, so hydrogen element, oxygen element, chlorine element. So when we are saying we are learning about the element, we learn about the element with the help of periodic table. This periodic table was given by Mendeleev, which we know we have learnt about this in our previous grades. So Mendeleev's periodic table is a systematic review or a systematic table which gives us an idea of settling the elements based on the properties, their own properties. So there are elements like metals, non-metals, metalloids, and radioactive elements. Everything is arranged under the term of elements. So when we say we are learning about elements, elements are represented as one single form. Okay, so either it can be monoatomic or diatomic. Diatomic means oxygen element, O2, C2, uh, monoatomic carbon, okay, C, phosphorus, P. All this are under the studied under the pure substance termed as element, and they are represented on the periodic table by their physical and chemical properties, and then they are given certain position in this periodic table. Okay, so that's the study of an element. These elements are represented on the periodic table in the form of symbols, which are given in the form of letters. For example, the hydrogen atom is written as capital H. Chlorine atom is written as C capital L small, that is capital H, okay, and chlorine atom C capital L small. So these are represented in the form of letter. So before this I have written here something like S, D, P. Okay, these are the types of the elements which are given based distinguished based upon their last electrons entering into their um, thing. The totally a different concept, but that's how they are represented on the periodic table. So those comes under elements, and elements are of two types. Okay, that is metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Okay, so metals, non-metals are the metals and non-metals are the things, elements found on the left side of the periodic table. Metals are the present here, non-metals are present on the right side, and this are transition elements, generally called as transition elements, and this is lanthanides and actinide series, which are basically starts here. Their position is here from here to here. This basically here, this two series are this part is of fully of radioactive elements, which are high energy and heavy elements found in the nature, but they are found in very minimal quantity. So yeah, So this is how the periodic table is designed. So when we distinguish the elements, and when we are learning about the elements in the form of periodic table, the major distinguished, majorly, um, major elements are separated or distinguished between the form of metals and non-metals. So metals are those which has all the metallic properties, and non-metals does not have those properties which the metal has. So they are called non-metals. Generally, metals are found as only in solid. There are few exception cases which like arsenic and mercury, which are partially metal and partially non-metal. Mercury is completely metal but found in a liquid state. So there are few exception as well, but majorly there are elements which are categorized and distinguished as metals and non-metals. So metals are the elements which are found on the left side of the periodic table, and non-metals are found on the right side. Okay, then um, there are few exceptions. Mostly non-metals are in gaseous state. The last two are in gaseous state, and the other non-metals are solids as well, liquids, solids and liquids. Also, if we talk about the exceptions, we cannot miss out the elements which are categorized as metalloids. So metalloids are basically uh, such elements which shows both the properties of metals as well as non-metals. So those are categorized as metalloids.